Больше говорить про камеру, где расписано. Камера что? Ну, вот у которого расписано чувака. Да. Просто у него не все игры, у него 3 видели. А какие? Ну, я попробую. Алло.
День добрый.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Добрый день. Welcome to the 2018 FIFA World Cup. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. Thank you very much for coming. Welcome to the beautiful Luzhniki Stadium. We're starting here our media activities with Team Russia. We have coach Stanislav Cherchesov and player Alexander Samyedov. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please introduce yourselves, say your name, your organization, and also let us know in what language you'd be speaking. I know that sounds obvious sometimes, but people change language sometimes in the middle of the question, and that helps with translation. I'm not sure if everyone already got the headsets for translation. We have here the channels. If anyone is missing, English, channel 1, Russian, channel 2, Arabic, channel 3, and Spanish, channel 4. We're going to allow 5 minutes for photos, and then we'll kindly ask the photographers to leave the room. Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate your collaboration. So let's get started here with questions. Who would like to be the first one? Yes, please.
Lasha Tabagari, Грузия, интернет-портал Атяраспорт. Добрый день, желаю вам удачного чемпионата в первую очередь. У меня к вам такой вопрос. Если был бы как бы здоров Георгий Дикия, он имел бы попасть шанс на чемпионат мира? И насколько это большая потеря для сборной России его отсутствие?
Ну, с Жорой мы пару дней назад общались опять, у нас контакт не прерывался. Понятно, что любой игрок и Георгий Джики это для нас большое подспорье, но, к сожалению, его у нас нету. А так бы он, естественно, реально претендовал на игру в стартовом составе. Теоретически все качества для этого у него есть, но ситуация такая, какая сложилась, и мы, к сожалению, ничего не можем изменить.
Faced with the situation that we're faced with, and we can't really do much about it. So a couple of days ago he started training, and we were hoping he would fully recover, but you can't really cheat your own physiology. So unfortunately, just like Vasin and Kokorin, he is going to miss this cup. Match TV, Dmitry Zanin.
Станислав Славович, Александр,
A question for both of you. The whole country is really supporting you, and they're trying to show it to you. They are posting photos in various social networks, and we want to learn a bit more about our team. Can you tell us, how is the team going to spend this evening, tonight? This might be one of the most important evenings for the team. Artyom Dzyuba said yesterday that the team would definitely get together, and there would be some motivating talk, perhaps. Can you tell us, what does your evening look like tonight? Well, we have team events, which we can't really do much about. Well, today they got together and played a Trivial Pursuit. Well, every team does something different, and the coach and my staff, we never get involved. Now we are doing the press conference. The team has left They are resting until 6 p.m. Then we have a theory session. We looked at the opposing team. We looked at how they play in attack yesterday. Today we'll look at how they play in defense. Unfortunately, one of our colleagues could not join us. Perhaps tonight he will join us. But then again, every player has their own rituals. Somebody cleans up their boots, others swap their spikes. But at 2200 hours, they go to bed. As for tomorrow, even the footballers don't know how it's going to go. But everything goes as planned. We have our agenda, and the players might change something in this agenda. And like I said, we have no influence over it. They may get together on their own and talk to one another. Everything will be as usual. We'll have dinner, we'll get together. If anybody wants to talk, they'll talk. Maybe somebody would like to play some pool or billiards or PlayStation. Everything as usual. But thank you for your question. I understand you're concerned, and we should not be concerned. We should just do our job. My question is for the head coach. Well, first of all, we wish you loads of success in the upcoming match. What is the atmosphere in the team? How motivated are the players? And your defense line? Was Ignashevich able to join the team seamlessly and interact well with the players? And did you watch the last game the Saudi Arabia played against Germany? And did you make any conclusions? Did you draw any lessons? Well, our mood is very good. We are ready for work. We did a lot of work back in Austria. We have reached a certain level, which you can see in the recent games, especially against Turkey. We actually showed a little bit of the kind of the game that we want to play. So after that last match, we managed to recuperate. We train at a whole different level. And as far as Ignashevich is concerned, well, I have the feeling that he never left us. And actually he was. We kept track of him from day one. We reached an agreement with him and we kept our end of the bargain. So we are really happy that he is with us on this one. He is really a cementing factor both on the pitch and outside the pitch. Indeed, we watched that match. And not only that one, also them playing against Italy. They are a very technically minded team. They like to hold the ball. And our objective is not to let them keep the ball, which is something we're going to try and do.
Time is over for photographers now. Thank you very much. Thanks. So let's continue over there, please. Yes, very last one.
I come from Tajikistan. What is your view of the physical state of one of your players, and what is his prospects for the next match? Kuzayev is the name of the player. Well, Kuzayev, he missed a couple of games in his own team, and during the last training session he couldn't play because of his injury. At the time when he joined the camp, well, he was not really 100% fit, but he feels a great deal better. And during the training session we could see that he's improving, not just visually, but also we run our own tests, and we can compare how he performed during the Confederations Cup, even though he didn't play there. But I can tell you that all of our footballers have improved considerably, and him as well. So today's training session gave us a lot of food for thought. I'm often asked who is going to play in the starting lineup. I said many times, we play modern football, and we have our own national team and our lineup, which will be shown tomorrow during the game. And Kuzayev stands as much of a chance to be in the starting 11 as anybody else. Well, good luck to you tomorrow, first of all. My question is addressed more to Alexander. Many people were surprised that Artyom Dzubas spoke and said what he said yesterday. It was a very emotional statement. Did he speak on behalf of the team, and do you agree with him that the atmosphere around the national team is not exactly right, and the journalists and the fans are a bit too aggressive about what happened lately? I think that he found the right words and he spoke on behalf of the team. I believe all of us would really love it if there could be a bit more positive spirit around our team. But we as footballers, we have to contribute to creating this positive atmosphere so this would emanate from the press. And I think we have this chance and we'll try to demonstrate it at the World Cup. But I think what he said was absolutely spot on. Dmitry Kulikov, again, best of luck tomorrow. My question is addressed to the head coach, Stanislav Cherchesev. Are all your players healthy? My second question goes for Anton Mironchuk. He played for several years in the Estonian Championship and now he's progressed a lot. What do you think about him? We're going to see him tomorrow, right? Well, everybody was training today and they're all getting ready for the game, which we're happy to see. Well, the little injuries that we suffered, and not just our team, other teams as well. So now we managed to put them behind us. As for Anton Mironchuk, again, I'm going to say what I said before. I saw him play against Slavia Prague in the Europa League. I saw him back then and I took a mental note of his game. On the one hand, I'm really happy to see him progress as well as he has. On the other hand, it's hardly a surprise because even back then he showed a great potential which enabled him to show what he did show. As long as he continues to treat his body right and continue to grow as a player, which is something that makes us exceedingly happy. There is some noise, or is it me? Or is it my voice?
No,
maybe I got
noise.
electrified.
Let's check the microphone here. Can we have someone please to check his microphone? Can we get a technician here to check his microphone? Or switch microphones?
Главный тренер сразу и микрофоны не выдерживают.
The minute you have the head coach talking, the microphones cannot withstand the pressure.
Okay, so next question. Let's try to see if it works. Yes, please.
Sebastian Staszewski, Sport.pl из Польши. Здравствуйте, тренер.
Dzień dobry.
Привет. Тренер, сегодня я посмотрел на польского Твиттера, и там очень много
I
болельщиков,
watched Twitter,
Легии.
Polish Twitter,
Они
and
там
there were many
спрашивали,
fans,
что желают тебе
Legia
удачи.
fans.
Это
They were
важно
wishing
для
you
тебя, что
loads of luck.
у тебя есть
How
такие
important is
слова
it for
с
you
другой
that
страны, не только из
other
России
countries
тоже?
are sending you
Второй вопрос,
such positive
как ты
wishes,
придешь в
not just from
Варшаву,
Russia,
потому
but
что
also
все
from
болельщики
Poland?
Легии
And the
спрашивают о
second
тебе.
question is,
Каждый
when
день.
are you going to come back to Warsaw? Because all of the Legia fans are asking about you every day. Well, first of all, Legia is going to stay Legia forever. We spent a fantastic year together, and without the support of our fans, we would have never been able to achieve the successes that make us so proud today. That is one thing. Can you not hear me?
Let's try with this microphone. Yes.
Я выключил. Да, раз, слышно сейчас?
Better?
Can you hear me now?
Понятно, что не может это не радовать, не только
Clearly, it is definitely a cause for happiness, not just for the fans, but for the managers. I got text messages from Germany and from Austria, where I used to play and work. So I receive messages from everywhere. Everybody is wishing me success. They don't wish me luck. They wish me success, perhaps because in Russian success is masculine and luck is feminine, so they wish me success for whatever reason. But as far as Legia is concerned, I can tell you that I'm happy in my current job and I hope to keep it for the years to come.
Станислав Саламович.
A question for the head coach. Second row. Well, first of all, best of luck to you in your next game in the tournament. Did you expect so much criticism against your team after the friendlies? How justified are these critical remarks, and do you think it is going to harm the team or help you personally? Perhaps you can channel this criticism in your communications with your players to motivate them in the right way for the tournament. Well, by and large, my job description is such that even if I ask any of you reporters present here today, well, any coach present here today has to be able to accept some criticism. Well, there are some critical remarks addressed to me. I can tell you, frankly, I don't read anything. I just try to stay focused on my job. And my players receive information from me. We are trying to keep doing what we're doing, and the fact that we're getting criticized a bit, well, this is a natural thing in the world we live in today. It's another thing that you have to treat it right. Perhaps somebody does not criticize enough and somebody criticizes too much, but we have no influence over it. The only thing we can do is to continue to train as well as we can and improve the quality of our players, and we talk about it every day, but not about this topic. We'll basically never touch upon this topic at all. And the fact that we are sitting here in this particular seat, we have to do everything to deserve praise, and praise is a form of criticism if you really think of it. So we have to do everything we can to turn criticism into some positive feedback, and I think we have everything we need to do it. So we're prepared as much as we are for the next game tomorrow. I come from TV Globo, Brasilia. You're going to ask me about Fernando again. Mr. Cherchesov, I wish you loads of luck in this World Cup. Back in December, I saw that many fans here in Russia thought that Group A would be the easiest group during the World Cup. Then they changed their opinion somewhat. Do you think this is a dangerous opinion for the first game, and how important will it be to win the first match for you at the World Cup? We can't really influence people's opinions. Like I said before, we can only show what kind of a group we have in our matches. We have been studying our opponents from day one, and my players would never say that there are weak teams in any of the groups. Well, this is a World Cup. Every team is representing its country. They're going to do their best. And you said it right. The first game is important, so it will set a tone to a certain extent. So we are trying to address and iron out whatever kinks we need to iron out. So Mario Fernandes, and I want you to sleep well, so Mario Fernandes trained well today, and he stands a very good chance, just like anybody else, to be in the starting lineup. The first time he came, he was a bit injured, so he couldn't play at 100%. Now he feels good and is ready for the game, and today's training session showed that he wants to play tomorrow, just like any other of my footballers.
Hello, good afternoon, and Amol Gokhale from Sakal Times, India, and my question is in English. Just some time back, Mr. Putin said that 7 years of old thing is come true, the dream has come true. And how do you feel before the first match?
Before
the first match, well, I can tell you tomorrow, before the match. Today we have done a bit of work. We will analyze it. As far as what our president said, obviously we want that right. And we want to show that we're worthy of hosting such a large-scale tournament. I don't know if you've only visited Moscow or you've already had a chance to see other cities. If not, do go and see what's going on there, so you can tell people in India that our country is not only big but also very kind and hospitable, and that we are capable realistically of organizing large-scale events. All of the stadia are ready. I visited literally every one of them, and credit should be given where credit is due to the organizers. If anybody has won without the championship having started as the organizers, I can just repeat what President Infantino said. He said that he has never seen such a problem-free organization of any tournament. So in this respect, I believe we have done a good job. And now all teams have to show their best, and we in particular as well. We should show that we're ready for the tournament. My name is head coach and the player. A question for both of you. You are trying to not mind whatever they write about you in the newspapers. Perhaps you heard a song written by Semen Slepakov. It is quite popular in social networks. The song was written about you. What was your reaction to the song? And perhaps you could identify something that made you happy about the support your team received before the World Cup. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, I did not see the video. As far as the preparations for the tournament, well, I think what made me happy was a fantastic pass by Zagoyev and Samedov's fantastic goal, and the way they trained and the way they worked. Had I seen the clip or the video, I would have answered, but I have different things to do, as you can imagine. Well, less important things, right? So I don't have enough time for this. Unfortunately, I have not seen the video either, but I think after the tournament we'll take a look, by all means.
There were some questions there in the back. Yes, over there, please. A microphone over there, please, in the end.
Yes, hello. My name is Troels Henriksen. I'm a journalist from the Danish newspaper Jyllandsposten, and I'll ask my question in English here, both for the coach Cherchesov and for Samedov. I was just wondering if this is a huge tournament and a huge event for Russia and, of course, also for the world. Do you have some kind of a message to the Russian people that you would like to come out with on this day just before it all begins?
So you come from Denmark. So you come from the country of Denmark. So you come from a country called Denmark, so whether we like it or not, you would be hard-pressed to find your way around in the labyrinths of the Russian soul. So I think half the country will find out that we have a World Cup in our country tomorrow after the starting whistle blow. So it takes us a long time to start driving, but when we press our foot on the pedal, we go all the way. So I think once the whole thing begins, everything will fall back into place. Nobody has ever achieved anything by uttering words. I think you have to put your mouth where your money is, so to speak, just like in Denmark. So this is what we're going to do. I will be brief. Our team primarily wants the people to be proud of us, to be proud of their team, and we really want to win their support and make them proud.
James Dodd from TalkSport Radio in the UK. My question is for the head coach.
James Bond.
James Dodd. Ahead of ahead of what is a huge game, not only for the team but for the country tomorrow. As a head coach, are you nervous, and how will you behave this evening? And what will be your routine ahead of tomorrow?
Это не рутина, это...
Can you hear me? Well, this is not a routine. Well, we're going to do some theoretical sessions with our players. We are preparing ourselves, so perhaps we'll discuss certain things in a very calm atmosphere. Sometimes we have monologues. Do you know what a monologue is? when one person speaks and others listen, but sometimes we have dialogues. So today we'll have a little exchange. A football player is an actor of sorts, and they do the job, they do all the work, so we have to exchange opinions as to what needs to be done best and how we should perform on the pitch. And after all, it's going to be Samedov on the pitch and not me. When we take decisions, sometimes we do it jointly, and sometimes the coach or the manager gives instructions which have to be complied with. So we will discuss how to approach it best, and then we'll have a dinner, just like all ordinary people. Well, head coaches are also ordinary people sometimes. And then, well, then will be then.
Two final questions here, so let's go there, please.
Alexei Lebedev, MK, Stanislav Salamовich.
Alexei Lebedev, MK. Greetings to both of you and best of luck. My question goes to the player, to Alexander. You are one of the few on the national team who has previous experience of playing in the World Cup. How important is it in your view, or is it something ephemeral, something that the fans and the reporters talk about? If you cast your mind back, before your first time in the World Cup and after, did you draw any lessons, and perhaps other boys who are less experienced than you, they're asking you about something and you're explaining to them what the World Cup is all about and how you should approach it? Is it false or is it true what I just said? Well, it is a very emotional point in time. I was 29, even though I was 29, I still was very nervous, and psychologically it affected me pretty badly, me personally, and then I spoke to the boys as well. Well, you see, psychology or psychological preparedness at a tournament like this, well, a lot is riding on it, and 4 years later I can tell you I feel a lot calmer now, and I am ready, and psychologically I am better prepared.
Yes, please.
Match TV, my question will be in Russian. I'm right here. Left flank. This is the last question. This is not the last question, but the concluding question, let's call it that. I'd like to end on a positive note. Why are we going to win tomorrow? Can you answer me the simple question? Because we want it. I have nothing else to add.
Okay, do we have time for one more? Because we have a journalist here really wanting one more question.
My question is addressed to the head coach. Ivan Urgant, a local entertainer, launched a campaign whereby he promised to shave off his beard. Obviously, this is a joke on his part. But I think this is a form of support. He's trying to support you. So, are you ready to ask everybody who can to bring the moustache or the beard of hope to Luzhniki, or to shave it off? I think I live in a different space. What are we talking about now? What kind of a moustache? Well, a lot of moustaches, apparently. Well, you see. I have no idea what you're saying. But everybody who's got a moustache are welcome to the stadium.
Thank you very much. Спасибо. I have an announcement here. Not sure if everyone knows, but we have another media opportunity later today at 3:30. 2 girl ball crew members, they will be available here for interviews. Also, the girl who do the coin toss, they will be available at the Coca-Cola Lounge for interviews. And if you have any questions, you can talk to my colleague Irina. She's right here.